Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Ivory Coast have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Goes long. Shoots! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Zaha. That's a decent ball. Zaha gets through on his own. Oh, real chance! No, oh no, an incredible miss. Kessié. Zaha spreads it towards the left, and it's Aurier. And he's there to hoof it away. Cross from Aurier. Boots it to safety. Promising cross. Good clearance and very necessary. That is terrific skill. Gradle. Now it's Gradle. Drilled in low. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Looking for space out wide. Defence can get it clear. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Lobs it in gently. So nearly the perfect ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Can't get the better of his opposite number. So it is still 0-0. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Forward it goes. Jonathan. He's in space and looking for options. Shapes the shoots! Ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Aurier. Zaha. Tries to get it forward quickly. Jonathan. Here it comes. Bailly knocks it away. Aimed long and direct. Now the counter. And it's Zaha. The referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Ivory Coast can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Swept in. It's gone a long way up and away. Looks to drop one in. Well, that's a ball to nobody in particular. Now it's Zaha. Out to the left it goes. Zaha. Kessié.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Forward it goes. Zaha pushes it out wide. Kessié plays it forward. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Up to meet it! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Well weighted. Timely intervention. Tries to get it forward quickly. Aurier gets rid without sophistication. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's got through. That'll be a corner. There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Ivory Coast showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Zaha plays a clever pass. The changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Going through. Lovely feet. He's come loose. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And that's been levered clear.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Francis. And he's going long. Plays it out to the wing. Puts in a cross. And he heaves it forward. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Your final thoughts, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.